If you're looking for a great green that is beautiful, nutritious, tasty, and exotic, and above all, fast and easy to grow, then look no further than at Pak Choi. If you grow these greens, your neighbors may think you're a gardening connoisseur, a veritable green thumb who has ventured into growing gourmet exotic produce. Little will they know how effortlessly this cabbage relative from Asia grows. I'm Siloé Oliveira, and finding exotic flavors by growing exotic produce is one of my goals in my suburban homestead. If you haven't been to an Asian market, you may have never seen Pak Choi for sale in the produce aisle. Pak Choi is a compact Chinese cabbage that is easily grown from seed. Much like lettuce, Pak Choi develops quickly and goes to seed fast, so planting it in successions is key to having it available for harvest for longer. Sowing seeds every 2 to 3 weeks is a good idea. I use the plate sprouting technique I explained in episode 1, transplanting to cups as soon as the seeds germinate. I do this to have better control over this crop and to transplant them into the ground only once they are big enough to fend for themselves, saving in watering and weeding. Because they germinate fast and grow quickly, especially during summer months, sowing them directly on the ground will also work very well. I'm growing this crop in an area of about 4 feet by 3 that I had previously cleared and amended with compost and rotted manure. Pak Choi, a leafy vegetable and part of the cabbage family, will respond well to soil rich in nitrogen, and the manure will provide that. It is a sunny spot, as Pak Choi needs good sun exposure to grow well. In this case, I'm growing them as a border around this area. I spaced the Pak Choi seedlings about 4 inches from each other. Although you can give them a bit more elbow room to grow, I prefer to grow them in a slightly crowded situation. In the center, I'm growing cucumber, which I had sprouted and potted up previously. I carefully plant the cucumbers in the center of the area, being very gentle with the roots, as cucumbers do not like to be disturbed and transplanted. I add a bit of balanced organic fertilizer to each hole, mixing it in with surrounding soil. This should provide a boost of nutrition to the plants. I plant the Pak Choi seedlings in the same manner. The plan is that the Pak Choi will be ready to harvest as soon as the cucumber starts crowding them out. I find that Pak Choi tastes better when small and tender, so I see no good reason to let them grow too large. A disadvantage of growing them too close together is that they will tend to become leggy and not as compact as Pak Choi should be, but I personally don't see that as a problem. Because of the pesky groundhog that has been making the rounds in my garden, munching on the delectable organic produce, I need to ensure that it does not get to the Pak Choi. I use these cages covered in chicken wire to prevent the attack. And with a bit of luck, and by ensuring that the plants get enough moisture, the Pak Choi is ready for harvest in less than 2 months. It is really incredible how fast they grow, but the fact that they are related to radishes partially answers this miracle. Ideally, you should harvest Pak Choi as soon as it starts creating a bulb, but before it flowers. This can happen in a matter of days. Some insects did munch a bit on the leaves, but I don't care since it is grown mostly for the large, juicy white stems. A bit of cutting out and careful washing will solve the problem. Pak Choi is a plant I recommend for beginner gardeners to try, since it grows so fast it is generally trouble-free. Here's a quick tip. Wash Pak Choi well, especially in the junction of the leaves to the stems. But all in all, Pak Choi is a low-effort, high-yield crop that harnesses the power of the sun for you. All you need to do is pick it and make delicious stir-fry. Join me next time as we explore tips for saving your own lettuce seed. Remember to send your comments and questions to seedofchoice@gmail.com. And don't forget to subscribe to Suburban Homestead.